Hello, you guys. Welcome back to As Told by Kenya. It is time for another Kenya Has Thoughts. First thing I want to do is talk about Keke Palmer. Keke Palmer is going through a really unfortunate situation with the father of her child, and I want to come out and just show Keke Palmer some support. It is really unfortunate that the truth with a lot of Black women is that they have been physically abused by an intimate partner. And whenever these women come out and talk about their abuse, and the thing is, Keke Palmer has not come out and talked about her abuse. Keke Palmer has gone through the courts to get custody of her child and file a restraining order. So this is not something that she necessarily could have wanted public. It's just something that has to be public because it's public record through the courts. A lot of people try to tear these women down. A lot of people try to poke holes in their stories. And a lot of people try to defend the men who have done the abuse when they don't even know them. What is that about you guys? A woman will come forward and say something that has happened to them, and you just go out of your way to become this contrarian, to become this person, well, this. You don't know these people. And so why can't you just send support to Keke Palmer? Keke Palmer is saying something has happened to her, and why can't you just support her in that way? And like I saw someone say this on social media, and this is so right. When stuff like this comes out, the first week, everybody is on the woman's side. Everybody is on the woman's side. But as time starts to go on, people just try to tear down the woman. It's almost like they see them getting too much support. And it's like, wait, I got to stop all of that. Please spare me. Keke Palmer, I wish you nothing but the best. I wish nothing but the best for your child. And I hope that you see better days and everything just turns out fine with that. The next thing I want to discuss, it's just crazy that we keep having to discuss violence towards women, is Cassie. Cassie is the singer of Me and You Now. Ooh, iconic. Go watch that music video. That music video is so silly, but also iconic at the exact same time. Like, I do not know the science. So you have Cassie. Cassie filed a lawsuit against Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Sean Combs, because she says that she was sexually assaulted, physically abused, on top of many, many other things. Once again, want to send Cassie nothing but love. I am sorry. If anybody say anything about Diddy, I'm going to believe it. If anybody say anything about Diddy, I'm going to believe it, because how you do one thing is how you do everything. Diddy has been accused of being shiesty throughout all of his life. So how am I going to believe with his intimate partners he's not also a terrible person? Like, I don't know what to tell you. But Cassie has come out and she has told her story. Once again, she did not come out and say it, do it publicly. She had to do it through the courts. The courts is public record. And she filed a lawsuit against P. Diddy for $30 million. The lawsuit has been settled. Diddy settled in court. And that is that on that. Two things I want y'all to figure out. Diddy was never going to jail for this. This was a civil lawsuit. I don't know, it baffles me sometimes when I realize people speak on things and just don't know what they talking about. I did not know so many people when a day later, Diddy settled the lawsuit, that people didn't know there weren't criminal charges against Diddy. And it's so funny because I did see a lot of people saying like Diddy going to jail. And I just thought like, yeah, Diddy going to jail. I thought we were just saying that because like Diddy need to go to jail. I didn't think people actually thought like this lawsuit was going to send Diddy to jail. It's a civil lawsuit. And Cassie wanted monetary compensation, and therefore she that's what she was going after. I want to start one thing very clear. There's absolutely nothing wrong with abuse victims wanting monetary compensation, especially if the person they claim abused them has a butt fuck of money. Like, why would they not? People always do this thing where they just like, this is a money grab. She only doing this for money. If you were physically abused by someone and they have a bunch of money, why would you not want some of their money? It's not going to change what happened to you, but you know what? At least I can live a more comfortable life. At least I can seek damages. And the thing is, with everything else, people always seek damages. In every other part of life, people seek damages for the things that have happened to them. But sometimes when it comes to abuse victims, that's when all of a sudden it's the money. It just plays into this idea of this perfect victim. You have to sit here and not only endure your abuse, but then when you're coming out and telling your story and you're wanting some type of justice, you got to want the right type of justice. You got to do everything by the book. Like, it's okay. I'm not saying Cassie did this for money, obviously, but if she did, Diddy has a bunch of it, and she deserves some, and she deserves some. She was with this man for how long? He was doing God knows what. Absolutely, like, don't play in my face with all that. All of a sudden, y'all believe abuse victims gotta be okay with being broke or gotta be okay with just breadcrumbs. Like, no, run them pockets, like, please. Anyways, Cassie did that. $30 million lawsuit settled by Diddy. Diddy, I already said you was going to hell. This has not changed my mind. Once again, you have people who are coming to the defense of Diddy. And it's just like, if you come to the defense of Diddy, you'll come to the defense of anything. You will come to the defense of anything. But anyways, I wish nothing but healing to Cassie. I am aware there's smoke, there's fire. I ain't never felt comfortable with the Cassie and Diddy relationship. Their entire relationship, it has always rubbed me the wrong way. It has always, even when I was a kid in the blog scene, it has always rubbed me the wrong way. Their relationship, of course, I didn't know none of this was happening, child. But like, I just want Cassie to have healing. Diddy, keep Cassie's name out of your mouth. Keep Cassie's name out of your mouth. You went on that award show and you spoke Cassie's name like y'all was cool, y'all was this, and her husband had to tell you, don't do this, don't do this. And you know what? Her husband is absolutely right. Keep her name out of me, you, because you weird. Because you weird, and you know exactly what you are trying to do. Mr. Love and Light, Mr. Love and Light. It's so funny. The girls get to rebrand. The nasty girls always get to rebrand, try to jump on a rebrand. But Cassie said, Cassie said, and I ain't got absolutely nothing for you. Absolutely nothing for you. The people who are being mean to Cassie for settling the lawsuit, I don't think understand how civil lawsuits work. I don't think people who are like, oh, she shouldn't have settled, she shouldn't have this, understand how civil lawsuits work. If Cassie were to take this all the way to court, there could be someone who on the jury who could be like, you know what, I don't think she's telling the truth, and then she gets nothing, and then she gets nothing. Like, we know how it goes when it comes to abuse, and when it comes to abuse allegations, how a lot of people get to skate free. A lot of people get to skate free because this world is misogynistic. So, like Cassie said in her comments on the lawsuit, like, she wanted to settle this on her own terms, putting your fate, putting your case into a bunch of people who you don't know's hands. Who knows how that ends up? She knows her truth. She told us her truth. And if you're not nasty, you believe her truth. So why not settle if the settlement is good? If the settlement is good, it is not Cassie's responsibility to hold Diddy accountable in more ways than she already has. That's everyone else's responsibility now. Now that Cassie has told her truth and she has held Diddy responsible in the way that she wants to, now it's everyone else's turn. The powers that be, it's their turn to hold Diddy responsible. Don't invite Diddy to award shows. Don't align yourself with Diddy. Don't be out here being friends with Diddy. Don't go to the Diddy parties. That's now your job to hold responsible. That the idea of accountability does not all fall on Cassie's back. It just doesn't. She did what she had to do. She is the victim, and now it's everyone else's turn to move accordingly. That is that on that. Cassie, I wish you nothing but the best, dog. Let's move on to another bozo. Pardi. I did not know Pardi rapped. I did not know Pardi rapped until a few days ago. I did not know Meg Thee Stallion's ex-boyfriend Pardi rapped until a couple of days ago. And baby, I wish I still didn't. And rap, I'm using the word rap very, very loosely. So Pardi put out a diss track to Meg Thee Stallion. Yes, God, the men you put on this earth to open doors and build houses are dropping diss tracks to their ex-girlfriend, and they suck. It's one thing to put out a diss track to your ex-girlfriend, like, okay, you need to go get a job, but okay. It's another thing to put a diss track out and, like, it sounds bad. Like, I don't think you can rap. Like, I literally think I could have put out a better diss track. This is not for Meg Thee Stallion. This for Meg the person. How long you thought of that one? Like, this is your best bars? Cobra came out a few weeks ago and this your best bars? Come on. But anyway, so Meg Thee Stallion put out Cobra, which we don't know if it's leading into an album. I very much so enjoy Cobra. And in Cobra, Meg Thee Stallion was talking about everything she's been through, how she's depressed, and, you know, how she's not really happy in life. And she dropped one little bar. About how Pardi was cheating, how she caught Pardi cheating. And the thing is, us, the Meg militia, we jumped on Pardi as we do. And that's how it got bigger. Meg ain't said nothing since then. Nothing since then about them. She wasn't even liking tweets, retweeting stuff we was saying about him. She dropped one little bar, and that was that on that. Pardi puts out a whole diss track against her as if it wasn't one little bar. And in the diss track, he kind of confirms that he did cheat. So what are we here for, Pardi? And then Pardi just runs down the laundry list of all the things that people like to use against Meg. You got the girls who like to say Meg has surgery. She still look better than you regardless. You got the girls who like to say Meg nasty, Meg a liar, Meg this, Meg slept with this, all this stuff. Can y'all come up with some new tricks? Meg been fighting surgery allegations since she came on the scene. Since she came on the scene and she's still fine and you still mean, nasty, and ugly. Like what do we have left? What do we have left? Did y'all see Meg the Stallion at that GQ party? Pictures insert. I would be hating too. I would be hating too if I was raggedy, bitter, and mean. Like, she looks good. But Pardi drops a whole diss track. I'm going to tell you this, Pardi, and you can leave it right here. The people who are bigging up your whack-ass bars, they just hate Meg. I don't understand how the people who come at Meg don't realize. It's like Tory Lanez as well. Like, you just have Meg haters. Not fans. You have Meg haters. If Pardi would have put out anything that had nothing to do with Meg, he would not have gotten any traction. Nobody would have gave a shit. The people who are giving a shit are only doing it because they don't like Meg. Like, that's literally it. That's what you have. And that's a poor thing to have. It's no different when the baby music wasn't pushing the way that it should have been pushing, and he went and started talking bad about Meg Thee Stallion. Like, that's all you like. Oh, they using Meg for marketing. Using Meg for marketing. Come up with something else. The thing is, the people who don't like Meg, or you don't like Meg's music, or you think Meg's a liar, or blah, 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 why not just, like, leave her alone? Like, why not just leave her alone? Like, why not just ignore it? Like, y'all, it's giving obsessed. It's giving obsessed, and I don't know why it's giving obsessed. Like, just, like, let it be. Simply just let it be. So Pardi, I ain't got nothing for you, because trying to dunk on a woman who is admitting that she is depressed, that she's not feeling good, that she's been through so much, and you probably have insights more than anyone about how the past 2 years have been for Meg Thee Stallion. It's really gross. It's just really gross. You don't do this to people you claim to have cared about, but that goes into Meg's song. Like how you probably did not care about her. That's why you was cheating, allegedly. So I ain't got nothing to say for it, Pardi. Try again. Try again. Get them whack-ass bars out my goddamn face. Let's move on to lighter and freer things. Rap shit. The strike is over, so I can start talking about my stories again. Everybody should be watching Rap Shit. Rap Shit on HBO Max, created by Issa Rae. Yeah, everybody should be watching it. Season 1 is already done. I always tell people when it comes to Rap Shit, get past the first 2 episodes. And I know everybody hate when you say that. And it's not like the first 2 episodes aren't enjoyable. It's just like you gotta get, like, it's one of those things where it's like mixed media. So like it's on the phone sometimes, it's on this, like it's one of those shows. And you kind of gotta let the show like get into its groove a little bit. But I promise you, by episode 3-4, you hooked. By episode 3-4, you are hooked. And baby, season 2 is even better. Season 2 is even better. Rap Shit is probably one of my favorite shows on TV right now. We are so back. Oh my gosh. Rap Shit. Yes. Another thing I wanted to talk about is Christmas decorations. Heed my warning. If you have not gotten your Christmas decorations already, you're late. If you haven't got your Christmas decorations, you are late. A lot of people like to step into the at-homes, the Targets, the Home Goods, the Hobby Lobbies on December 1st thinking they gonna make something shake. You not. You simply not. Everything gonna be gone. Everything gonna be mapped up. Here's the thing. I think more people should be better at planning. I think Christmas decorations are an art. My favorite thing of this time of season is going onto people's Instagrams, going onto people's YouTube channels, and literally just looking at them decorate their house for Christmas. It is my favorite thing. I just love a planning girl. I love a theme girl. And you can tell the people who really get their house looking the way it should look came up with a plan, a vision. They be in them videos talking about, see, back in July, I decided I want to put this tree right here, and that's how you do it. Those not the girls who show up on December 4th to at home looking for a tree. That's not those girls. You got a plan. So listen to me good. If you have not gotten gotten your Christmas decorations late, already you're late. You're late. Figure something else out. Figure something else out. Figure something else out. You need to go right now. Turn off this video and you need to go get it because I want to see the videos. I want to see, if you're wondering who watches the Christmas content put up on the internet, it is me. It is simply me. There's two things. I already told you, like, I'm low-key a homemaker. Like, I'm a homemaker in disguise. Two things I love. I love a day in my life where someone is cleaning, going shopping for like groceries, and like tidying up their house. God, I love seeing the way other people live. It is like my favorite thing to see the way other people live, decorate, and everything in between so I can judge. But the thing is, I'm not judging in a negative way, because another thing I want to get on, y'all ever see those before and after house pictures? So somebody will buy an older house and they'll do a before and after because they've remodeled the older house. And most of the time, the after is like modern. They go for a more modern and a more chic look. And people drag that person for filth. I don't understand, y'all. I do not understand how you can see someone remodel their own fucking house and you just get so beside yourself on them doing that. There'll be an ugly, rusty, moldy ass bathroom that, has some cute elements. Because if you know me, I'm grandma coded. I am grandma coded. I love me some dark wood. I love some dark wood. I love a good antique. I'm literally looking at my big old like antique desk right in front of me right now. Like, it's the antique aesthetic. I got it from Pottery Barn, child. But it's like this antique aesthetic. Like, I love it. I love a good old looking something, right? And so I can appreciate like older looking homes, right? But as someone who has a home and be doing DIY stuff, like also sometimes you want to like make stuff to your taste. Everything that is old may not be to your taste. And so people will remodel their homes and y'all get so beside yourselves. Like, y'all just get to being so mean. And it's like, who died and made you Joanna Gaines? Like, who died and said you was the interior design girl? Like, what? Let's see your house then. Since we judging, post your apartment. Post your apartment since we did. Like, everybody got their own taste. Like, everybody has their own taste, and that is just that on that. Like, so when I be watching these, like, people decorate their house, I'm not watching from a sense of, like, judgment in, like, a bad way. Like, I'm seeing if I would do it. I'm always heavily inspired. So I'm always looking at if I will do it. And then there's sometimes just like, oh, this is ugly. Like, I literally dwell in this pink and yellow room. Like, it ain't for everybody, but it's for me. And I don't understand why y'all also can't take that lesson in life, that everything just ain't gonna be for you. Next thing we have, it is Thanksgiving next week. Like, whoa, where did the time go? And we have Black Friday. Do not play with me with 10% off sales. Do not play with me. Here's the thing. This is one of those things where I was telling you about planning. When it comes to Black Friday, now I have decided I am not doing any Black Friday shopping, like none at all, because I just spent through too much money throughout the year. So I'm going to let Black Friday pass me right on by this year. But if you are a Black Friday shopper, you also have kind of already missed your window in a sense of this. You should be finding the stuff you want to buy on Black Friday during the summer. During the summer, you should be Black Friday planning. You want to know why? Because you're going to set up for the okie doke. This is what companies like to do when it comes to Black Friday. You will have a couch that you want. I have a couch right now that I want that I just can't seem to pull the plug on. This couch is $5,000, child, and I can't put a plug on it. But here's the thing. I look at this couch all the time, and I see the different sales throughout the year that this couch will go on. So sometimes I see the couch will go for 10% off. Sometimes I see the couch will go for 15% off. And I've seen this couch go as high as 20% off. And that's what I see throughout the year. So when Black Friday rolls around and they're giving me another 20% off sale, I know I can skip it. And there's no rush. Because a lot of times you end up buying stuff because you think you got to rush to get it. Like, oh, it's never going to have this sale again. But I've seen you put it on 20% off. Your Memorial Day sale was 26% off. Like, I already know it'll go on 20% off again. So maybe next year I'm going to look for the 30%. I'm looking for 30% because I know you already really get 20%. You might get 30% in the next year. And the thing is, a lot of people get fooled by the 20%, but they didn't look to see if this sale has already happened before. A lot of people think because it's a Black Friday sale, like, I'm never going to get this deal again. But that's just not true. These companies are scamming. So I already know the 20% sale is not doing nothing for me because I already seen the 20% sale during the summer. So I know this Black Friday sale ain't hitting nothing. But if I see the couch is 30-40% off on Black Friday, I don't get a deal. Because all year it never went that low. Because y'all gotta come on, we got these big brands. We gotta use our big brands around here. Another thing how y'all be getting got. These companies will jack that price up around August. Let's say there's something you wanted for $400. It's always been $400. Like, it's always been $400 all year. But usually around August, their entire website will have a price increase. And something you saw for $400 is now $460. And you're like, nah, that's curious. And then the Black Friday sale will roll around and it's back to $400. Or maybe it might be $390. And it's just like, now wait a minute, you can't fool me. I saw this back in February. for $400. So you don't just put 20% off on this, but it's $460 now when it's $400 back in February. So now we sitting at the exact same price it always was. And that's what a lot of these companies do. But if you haven't been doing your research, I'm telling you, we have to be two things I want people to do less. Buying shit. I want people to buy shit less. Nix and Nax, Amazon bullshit, like collecting. I want people to buy less stuff. So like less consumerism, number one. And number two, I want people to become smarter shoppers. Like, do not let these companies get you. And Black Friday is the biggest okie doke because a lot of these companies are running scams. Like, all of it is scam likely. Like, you think you're getting a deal, oh, this 40% off, but like that price that it is at 40% off, it was that exact same price in January. It's gonna have a big, this is what they do. They have a big like Christmas clean out, and they put the price back to what it's always been. What it's always been the entire time. And it stays that price from January all the way to about June, July. And then you'll get even more deals, 20% off here for different holidays. Come on, Martin Luther King sale, 25% off. Like, that's how they get you, and you think you're getting a deal. Like, I just don't be gagged by the Black Friday deals. I don't be gagged by the Black Friday deals because I'm just like, I already been window shopping. And that's the thing, the girls need to window shop more. Window shop more. Get your eye on the stuff that you already want back in January. Because catch this tea. If you didn't want it back in January, I don't think you need it now. That's the thing. Like, if you just looking online finding stuff to buy, then you don't even need it. That's about buying less stuff. That's a whole conversation about buying less stuff. If you didn't, so you can sit here and be like, I didn't know I wanted it in February. Then you shouldn't want it now. Then you shouldn't want it now. I am at a place where I make sure that I consistently want something. So, and that's how I know, like, for this I have wanted this couch for literally 2 years. For like literally since I moved into my house, so maybe 3 years, I have wanted this couch. I just can't pull the plug on it because I have a perfectly decent couch in my loft. I sit on it every single day and watch damn TV. So like, I can't like rationalize spending $5,000 on a couch. I got a couch already. It ain't broke down. It ain't nothing. Like, it's perfectly fine. Maybe it needs to be clean, but it's perfectly fine. And so like, I just been wanting this couch. And one day I will pull the plug. I thought I was gonna pull the plug this Black Friday, but I bought some other stuff. I bought some other stuff this year. So like, this ain't in the budget no more. But I just think we gotta be better shoppers. We gotta be smarter shoppers so we don't get. I'm always giving y'all little tidbits. Little tidbits to take home. So anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Keke Palmer, I wish you nothing but the best. Cassie, I wish you nothing but the best. The other two bubbles, Dust, Pardi, Dust, Meg, wish you nothing but the best. And yes, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.